system and beyond. It seemed strange to Tyler that only humans bore the full knowledge of what transpired in this era of terrible apocalyptic transition, bearing witness as the dominant sentient race of the time to the upheaval brought from the stars. The weight of responsibility for the entire planet and every living thing on it was in Homo sapiens' hands. The burden couldn't be greater. Despite the tumultuous nature of events, as day came after night and dawn reversed dusk, time marched ever onwards, waiting for no one and no thing. The inevitable decay of the world ticked on, animals breathing, breeding, dying, plants growing, multiplying, rotting. It is a curious paradox that all living things must die. What is the point, the purpose, the grand plan of existence? Knowledge gained, darkness fought, and light sought, hard-earned wisdom lost to the abyss of death. The fact that we humans appear to be the only creatures on the planet that are fully aware of our own mortality, and not just our own, but that of those we hold dear too, seems a cruel twist of fate. Or perhaps it is just an evolutionary curse gifted us by our forebears, a trade-off for a so-called superior intellect. Some view this machination of chance, intelligent design, or divine providence as an inevitability that fuels their motivation to live life to the full, fearing little in their quest to savour its sweetest pleasures, and fully comprehending their tenuous hold on existence, seeing it as a gift on loan rather than a permanent possession. Others let this burden of knowledge smother and cripple them with dread, stifling their voice and actions beyond comprehension until their days, even their entire lives, are without meaning or direction, except as a dire warning to those who seek to do otherwise. And yet who is to judge what is meaningless and what is not? Everything has purpose, great or small. The sad and perhaps frightening thing is, in some cases, that purpose might not be our own. Tyler heaved a sigh as the final vision of the great ocean's deep blues, from horizon to curved horizon, succumbed to the veil of black ash and pulverized stone, hiding the blessed planet we all call home from view. Flicking a switch, he turned off the display and returned his attention to his surroundings. The United States Space Station USSS Archimedes continued to drift through the silent vacuum of space, its orbit uninterrupted by the passage of time and the embattled Earth that continued its own journey through the heavens encased in its thick, undulating cloak of ejected matter from the 2040 meteorite impact. "Commander?" Tyler looked to his colleague, Sandy Turner, the spacewalk specialist and station pilot. "Sir," she said, "the final Sabre space aircraft has arrived from the surface. They're requesting your presence on board the ISS. Are the GMRC's ships still docked?" Sandy tapped a button to produce a holographic image of the International Space Station, to which the Archimedes was attached. "They are." Tyler's expression grew grim. The GMRC, the Global Meteor Response Council, just the name made him angry. When the first asteroid destined for Earth had been discovered in 2011, misinformation calmed the world's populace about its destructive potential. But when 6 more asteroids were found to be following in AG5's wake, any one of which had the capability to annihilate the planet's fragile ecosystems, the cover-up expanded, and it was decided a unified response was needed if humanity was to live on. So, in 2017, instigated by the world's leading nations to combat the unprecedented threat, the Global Meteor Response Council was born, and the GMRC, as it became known, was tasked with the most important of missions.